Lines. Amid torrential rain, tens of thousands of demonstrators flooded Sydney's Harbour Bridge on Sunday, demanding peace and aid for the Gaza Strip. Tripura Motha Chief Pradyog Bikram Manikya Dev Burman has warned of severing ties with the Government of India if the accord signed with his party 18 months ago is not implemented soon. In a heart-wrenching tragedy has shaken Odisha, a 15-year-old girl who was set ablaze by miscreants on July 19th in Balanga has succumbed to her injuries at AIIMS, Delhi. At least 11 people were killed after a vehicle carrying pilgrims fell into a canal in Gonda district of Uttar Pradesh on Sunday. Ex-BJP MP Pragya Singh Thakur on Sunday hailed the NIA court's verdict, acquitting all accused in the 2008 Malegaon blast case, including herself, as a victory of truth and dharma. And now the news in detail. Amid torrential rain, tens of thousands of demonstrators flooded Sydney's Harbour Bridge on Sunday, demanding peace and aid for the Gaza Strip. The March for Humanity called attention to what Palestinian authorities term a humanitarian crisis following nearly 2 years of conflict that has taken over 60,000 lives. Attendees spanned all ages, some carrying pots symbolizing hunger, while others unfurled Palestinian flags. The protest defied regulatory attempts to block it, with up to 90,000 present, according to New South Wales Police. Their Supreme Court green-lit the march despite safety and transport worries. The march began at 1 p.m. local time as demonstrators crossed the 1.1-kilometer bridge and back again, raising concerns among authorities of a crowd crush. International diplomatic tensions are rising as nations like France and Canada pledge to recognize a Palestinian state. Israel, criticized for its humanitarian stance and accused of aid misappropriation by Hamas, faces mounting global pressure for change, while Australia's leader advocates peace without yet recognizing Palestine's statehood. With the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has repeatedly said that there is no starvation or policy to deprive people of food in Gaza, the United Nations World Food Programme has warned for weeks that Gaza's population of more than 2 million people faces crisis levels of food insecurity, with scores of aid groups reporting widespread starvation. Israel blocked all aid from entering the enclave for 11 weeks from March 2nd to May 21. A heart-wrenching tragedy has shaken Odisha. A 15-year-old girl who was set ablaze by miscreants on July 19 in Balanga has succumbed to her injuries at AIIMS, Delhi. Confirming the news, BJD MP Sasmit Patra, speaking from the hospital, expressed deep sorrow and condemned the rising violence. He said they were extremely pained by the incident and warned that unless the perpetrators were brought to justice, no one would be safe in Odisha. Calling it a failure of the state's law and order, Patra urged the government to wake up from its slumber and take strong action to ensure justice and safety for citizens. The girl had been under critical care for days, but despite all medical efforts, she could not survive the grievous burn injuries. The incident has reignited calls for stricter enforcement, faster trials, and better protection for women and minors.
You see, the Biju Janata Dal MPs, we came to AIIMS, Delhi, where this minor victim, the way she was set ablaze by pouring petrol on her by 3 miscreants. She was under treatment in AIIMS, Delhi for the last few days. And we had come earlier, we had prayed for her recovery. But unfortunately and very painfully, she has passed away this evening. So our homage and our condolences to her family, our respects to her. And we are extremely pained because the perpetrators of such crime, unless they are brought to justice, and such heinous crimes continue unabated in the state of Odisha, no one is safe. A few days back, we saw how a young college student from Balasore self-immolated herself and tragically passed away. Today we see how a young minor girl student tragically passed away. This has become the new normal for the deteriorating law and order situation in the state of Odisha. So our only demand is that strict action must be taken against the perpetrators. They must be brought to justice. And the deteriorating law and order situation in Odisha should be brought back under control, because the women and the girl children in Odisha today are unsafe, because this government is in slumber. So we hope that better sense prevails and the government wakes up from its slumber and takes strong action.
In a stern message from Guwahati, Tripura Motha Chief Pradyot Bikram Manikya Dev Burman has warned of severing ties with the government of India if the accord signed with his party 18 months ago is not implemented soon. Pradyot questioned the prolonged delay in fulfilling constitutional and survival-related assurances for the indigenous people of Tripura. Addressing the media, he said multiple rounds of discussions had taken place with both the centre and the state, but no meaningful action had followed. He claimed that the Union Home Minister admitted to bottlenecks between the state and central governments, but emphasized that indigenous communities could not wait forever. He made it clear if New Delhi fails to act, Tripura Motha will reconsider its support. Pradyot also raised serious concerns over the special summary revision of electoral rolls, questioning the Election Commission's selective implementation across states. He accused the government of failing to protect the Northeast from illegal immigration, particularly from Bangladesh. In a strong rebuke to Dhaka, Pradyot demanded that India adopt a firm stance, citing a growing wave of anti-India and anti-minority sentiment in Bangladesh. He alleged vandalism of Indian icons like Rabindranath Tagore and Satyajit Ray and attacks on minorities and Awami League workers. Calling it an issue of national security and indigenous survival, the Tripura Motha chief urged the government of India to take urgent corrective steps, warning that inaction would be seen as betrayal.
I am not here to give any assurance. I have just told the Home Minister of India that we have signed an accord, we have signed an agreement, and there are certain things which have to be given to the indigenous people of Tripura in terms of constitutional rights and certain other rights which are about a survival and existence of our people. The matters have been, we've had several rounds of discussion. It's been 18 months. There are 3 parties involved. Tripura is one, so is the government of India, and so is the state government. Now, I want to know where is the delay, because we have put up all our points. The government of India has heard all of us. The state government obviously must have communicated it to the government of India. So why isn't it being agreed, implemented? And if there is a problem, where is the problem? He assured us that there are certain bottlenecks which are between the state government and the central government, and he will try to resolve the problem at the earliest. Having said that, I cannot wait perpetually. Our people have been waiting patiently. When I say our people, I talk about the indigenous people of Tripura, and we have put our faith in the government of India. And if the government of India can deliver it, the sooner the better. If for some reason, unfortunately, if they cannot do it, then I'll be under no obligation to continue with the government, because it would be considered very unfair and betrayal of the indigenous people. And I told him that. He said that he will do his best to ensure that the assurances given to all of us will be implemented as per the spirit, and he will try to do that as soon as possible. I'm going to wait and see if he can follow it through. If he can, we would be very happy, we would be very grateful. And for some reason, if it cannot happen, then I will have to walk alone. ECI, not me, ECI themselves said that they want to do SIR all over India. You cannot do SIR in Bihar. I mean, they're saying that people are entering Bihar from Bangladesh and Myanmar. How are they entering from Myanmar and Bangladesh to Bihar? There's no border. They're coming from Sri Lanka or what? No, they're coming from the northeast. And you can't do SIR in Bihar and not do it in, or you do it in Bengal and you don't do it in Tripura. You do it in Tripura, you don't do it in Assam. You do it in Assam, you don't do it in Meghalaya. It has to happen uniformly. So we don't want any illegal people coming into our part of the world. And if the government of India wants to settle illegal people, they can do it across anywhere in the country. But we cannot become the breeding ground for illegal Bangladeshis and Rohingyas in our part of the northeast. Our population is very small. We have already taken in so many people. We have no more problem with anyone, but this continuing illegal infiltration is affecting the future of our children and our next generation. We cannot compromise on this. This is not about politics. This is about the survival and existence of our indigenous people of Tripura and Northeast, and national security as well. Till the time we do not teach Bangladesh a lesson, illegal immigration will flow. Till the time India does not hit Bangladesh and make them feel the pain of creating this human inflow of see, this is going to be a big problem in the future, and the anti-India hate, the atrocities on Hindus, Buddhists, Christians in Bangladesh, this is a clear sign that they view the people, the Hindus, the Christians and the Buddhists and India by large as the enemy. They have not even look at what they've done to Awami League workers. Look what they've done to the statues of Rabindranath Tagore. Look what they did to the house of Satyajit Ray. So there is a genuine anti-India, anti-minority sentiment in Bangladesh, and we have to do everything to make sure that Bangladesh cannot continue their new policy and agenda.
At least 11 people were killed after a vehicle carrying pilgrims fell into a canal in Gonda district of Uttar Pradesh on Sunday. The incident occurred under the limits of Itia Thok police station, officials said. According to officials, 11 people died after the vehicle fell into a canal under Itia Thok police station limits in Gonda. The vehicle had 15 passengers on board and they were going to Prithvinath temple to offer prayers. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath took cognizance of the accident in Gonda and expressed condolences to the bereaved families as per CMO statement. He has directed the officials to reach the spot and speed up the relief operations. He has also directed for the proper medical treatment of the injured. In a post on X, CM Yogi expressed his condolences to the bereaved families and directed the district administration officials to immediately take the injured to the hospital and provide them proper treatment. He also announced an ex gratia of Rs 5 lakh each to the families of the deceased. The CM further prayed for the departed souls.
देखिए, थाना इटिया थोक क्षेत्र के रहरा गांव में एक नहर जा रही है जिसपे एक पुलिया है। पुलिस को सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि एक बलेरो गाड़ी अनियंत्रित होकर नहर में पलट गई है जिसमें कई लोग सवार थे। इस सूचना पर तत्काल जो स्थानीय ग्रामीण हैं एवं पुलिस द्वारा रेस्क्यू अभियान चलाया गया, जिसमें से 4 लोगों को, ड्राइवर समेत, इसमें 2 बालक और एक और बालिका है, 4 लोगों को जीवित सुरक्षित बचा लिया गया तथा 11 शव पुलिस द्वारा जो है निकाले गए हैं जिनकी मृत्यु हो चुकी है। और इन चारों जो इसमें से सुरक्षित निकाले गए हैं उनको प्राथमिक उपचार हेतु CSC इटिया थोक भिजवाया गया है और जो 11 लोगों की मृत्यु हो चुकी है उनके शव के पंचायतनामा की कार्रवाई कर पोस्टमार्टम हेतु जिला अस्पताल भिजवाया गया है। घटना का तत्काल संज्ञान लेते हुए मुख्यमंत्री कार्यालय से तत्काल सभी उच्चाधिकारियों को, प्रशासनिक अधिकारियों को मौके पर पहुंचकर राहत एवं बचाव कार्य हेतु निर्देशित किया गया है। जो मेडिकल सुविधाएं हैं CMO के माध्यम से तत्काल उनको मुहैया कराने के लिए सबको निर्देशित कर मौके पर भेजा गया है और उनको उचित सहायता राशि प्रदान करने की भी घोषणा की गई है।
We'll be right back after a short break, so stay tuned for more news.
HIV can be transmitted through sharing of HIV-infected needles and syringes. Know the roots of HIV transmission. Ignorance is not bliss.
Welcome back. The leader of opposition in the West Bengal Assembly, Suvendu Adhikari, has claimed that there are nearly 1 crore Rohingya immigrants, Bangladeshi Muslim voters, deceased voters, duplicate entries and fake voters in the electoral rolls of the state. The BJP leader urged the Election Commission of India to remove these names from the voters list. On Saturday, Union Minister Sukanta Majumdar called for a special intensive revision of electoral rolls in West Bengal, similar to the one currently underway in Bihar.
मेरा पास जानकारी है, हर बूथ में मिलेगा 50, हर बूथ में मिलेगा 50 डेथ वोटर, 50 करके डबल एंट्री फॉल्स वोटर, और हर बूथ में मिलेगा बांग्लादेशी मुसलमान और रोहिंग्या वोटर। 1 करोड़ के आसपास बंगाल में, 1 करोड़ के आसपास बंगाल में रोहिंग्या है, बांग्लादेशी मुसलमान है, डेथ वोटर है, डबल एंट्री वोटर है, फेक वोटर है। ये सबको इलेक्शन कमीशन को डिलीट करके पहले सूची को साफ सुथरा बनाना चाहिए।
According to sources, the members of Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance will be meeting over dinner at Congress MP and Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi's residence on August 7th. The announcement of the August 7 meeting comes a day after the former Congress president asserted that at least 70 to 80 Lok Sabha seats might have been rigged in the 2024 general elections while addressing the party's conclave on Saturday. The ongoing special intensive revision in Bihar, alleged voter list manipulation in Maharashtra, Operation Sindoor, India-US trade deal and the tariffs threatened by President Trump are likely to be discussed during the meeting. This is India Bloc's second meeting since the commencement of the Parliament monsoon session. Ex-BJP MP Pragya Singh Thakur on Sunday hailed the NIA court's verdict acquitting all accused in the 2008 Malegaon blast case, including herself, as victory of truth and dharma. The NIA court recently acquitted all 7 accused, citing lack of evidence in the Malegaon blast case that claimed 6 lives and injured over 100 people. The ruling has sparked strong reactions across the political spectrum. Special Court of the NIA on Thursday acquitted all 7 accused in the September 2008 blast in Malegaon that gave birth to the political narrative of Hindu terrorism and saffron terror, changing the discourse of Indian politics. 17 years after a powerful bomb ripped through the communally sensitive town of Malegaon, NIA Court Special Judge Abhay Lahoti, for lack of evidence, acquitted former BJP MP Pragya Singh Thakur alias Swami Purna Chetanand Giri, while 5 others in the case were discharged in the case in 2017. 2 others, Ramji Kalsangra and Sandeep Dange, both residents of Indore and believed to have planted the bomb, are still absconding. The Navratri Eve blast, coinciding with the month of Ramzan just a couple days before Eid on 29 September 2008, had claimed the lives of 6 persons and injured 101 others at Malegaon in Nashik district of Maharashtra, nearly 300 kilometers away from Mumbai. There were total 12 accused in the case, of which 5 were discharged on 27 December 2017.
सत्य की जीत हुई है जो सुनिश्चित थी, क्योंकि धर्म और सत्य हमारे पक्ष में था, इसलिए यह जीत होनी ही थी। सत्यमेव जयते, ये मैं पहले भी बोली थी और वह सिद्ध हुआ। विधर्मियों के, देशद्रोहियों के मुंह काले हुए हैं, उनको जवाब मिला है और देश हमेशा धर्म और सत्य के साथ है और ये रहेगा। और सत्यमेव जयते, ये जो हमारे शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, ये सिद्ध हुआ है।
भगवा आतंकवाद जैसा शब्द गढ़ा गया कांग्रेस द्वारा।
भगवा आतंकवाद कहने वालों के मुंह काले हुए हैं, उनको समाज ने, देश ने बहुत अच्छे से जवाब दिया है। कोर्ट ने जिस प्रकार से निर्णय दिया है, एकदम स्पष्ट निर्णय है और वह उनके मुंह पर विरोधियों और भगवा को आतंकवाद कहने वालों के ऊपर तमाचा है।
अब ये लोग कहने लगे हिंदू आतंकवाद, अब ये लोग कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस को हिंदू आतंकवाद
और हिंदू आतंकवाद कहते थे। ये अभी जो चौहान है वहाँ का, महाराष्ट्र का, उसने जो कहा है कि सनातन आतंकवाद, हिंदुत्व आतंकवाद, ये सब एक ही थाली के चट्टे बट्टे, ये कांग्रेस ही है।
आपने कहा कि एटीएस ने
Following Operation Sindoor, the Bimba Gali Brigade of the Indian Army's Mandher Battalion organized a Defence Spotters recruitment rally to provide employment opportunities for unemployed youth in Poonch. Numerous young individuals from various parts of the district participated in the drive. The Indian Armed Forces played a large role and gave a befitting response to Pakistan's intrusion. Further, all field commanders have been authorized to take appropriate action in case of any ceasefire violation. Local youths have participated in the drive and also shared their gratitude to the Indian Army for organizing this Defence Spotter recruitment drive. Also requested to give opportunities to every areas, and all recruitment should be conducted in peace and tranquility.
मोहम्मद नसीर खान। क्या कहेंगे, आज पल्लवी के अंदर जो है इंडियन आर्मी की तरफ से पोर्टर भर्ती रखी गई है, तो उस पर
मैं इंडियन आर्मी का बहुत शुक्रगुजार आदमी हूँ और ये गुजारिश करता हूँ कि हमारी मेंढर में भर्ती आनी चाहिए, है नहीं, हर गरीब का रोजगार होना चाहिए, ये मैं अर्ज करूँगा और बहुत शांति और अमन से भर्ती होनी चाहिए।
हम इंडियन आर्मी का तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं कि हमारे इस बॉर्डर इलाके में डिफेंस पोर्टर की भर्ती रखी गई है। हर साल हमारे नौजवान वीर जो बेरोजगार बैठे हुए हैं पढ़े लिखे, तो उनको 6 महीने की जॉब मिल जाती है। यहाँ जो बॉर्डर इलाके के बच्चे बेरोजगार हैं, सागरा के, दबड़ाज के, बंडोई के, तो हमारे इस इलाके में भर्ती है, तो हमारे इस इलाके के बच्चे भर्ती होने चाहिए, क्योंकि हम दूर जब पुंछ में, रजौरी में, जम्मू में जाते हैं तो वहाँ इधर के बंधु को नहीं लेते हैं, उधर ही के लोकल भर्ती होते हैं। तो मैं फिर आखिरी बार तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ इंडियन आर्मी का कि हमारे इस पिछड़े हुए इलाके में भर्ती रखी गई है। कुल बॉर्डर के करीब ALC के ऊपर रहते हैं। अभी कुछ दिन पहले जब शेलिंग थी तो हमारे घरों की बहुत बुरी हालत हो गई थी, हमारे घर टूट गए, हम दर बदर हो गए, कुछ हमारे भाई कहाँ चले गए, कोई आगे कोई पीछे, तो हम फिर भी यहाँ ही अपना सीना तान के बॉर्डर पे बैठे रहे अपने वीर जवान के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला के, और हम इसके बाद भी अपने नौजवान, अपने जो भर्ती आर्मी, इंडियन आर्मी के वीर हैं, उनके साथ कंधे से कंधे मिलाकर चलने के लिए तैयार हैं। और हम उनका शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं कि हमारे इस पिछड़े हुए इलाके, बॉर्डर इलाके में भर्ती।
Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar today directed officials to stay vigilant amid rising river levels and to complete all necessary preparations in line with the standard operating procedure. While reviewing the rainfall situation and river conditions in the state, Kumar emphasized the importance of readiness in view of continuous rainfall and increasing water levels. He noted that the ongoing rain was aiding farmers with paddy transplantation. The CM also assessed the Disaster Management Department's preparedness and reviewed the crop coverage across the state. Development Commissioner and Additional Chief Secretary of the Disaster Management Department, Pratyaya Amrit, informed him that the state had received substantial rainfall over the past 24 hours, with 222 blocks recording 25 millimeters or more of rain. He stated that water levels in rivers such as the Ganga, Kosi and Buddhi Gandak were nearing the danger mark but remained under control. He also mentioned that groundwater levels had improved due to the rainfall. Regarding agriculture, Amrit reported that paddy crop coverage had reached 79.43% as of August 3rd, up from 67.38% during the same period last year. CM Kumar also inspected the Home Department and Disaster Management Department offices, including the State Emergency Operations Center, and issued necessary instructions to ensure effective functioning and preparedness. And that was all for this hour's bulletin. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Hornbill TV. Goodbye.
Copy that. Yes, I'm in his makeup room. Yes, I'll get the dialogues done. Okay.
और लंच किया?
बस सोडा।
बस सोडा? क्या यार, मुझे लगा ईडी से बड़े डायरेक्टर बनोगे, देश का नाम रोशन करोगे।
अरे नहीं सर, क्या हो गया, करूंगा ना देश का नाम रोशन।
नो पोर्शन नो रोशन मिस्टर असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर।
रियली?
इसीलिए लिसन टू योर बॉडी। सुनो सुनो सुना, क्या कह रहा है शरीर?
क्या कह रहा है सर?
कह रहा है कि मुझे विटामिन्स दो, प्रोटीन दो, कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स दो, मुझे सही न्यूट्रिशन दो, और तुम दे रहे हो सोडा।
पर सर रात को तो मैं रोटी खाता ही हूँ।
अच्छा, तुम्हें एक्शन फिल्म्स पसंद है?
हाँ, आई लव एक्शन फिल्म्स।
अब मान लो मैं तुमसे ये कहूँ कि आज के बाद तुम सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक्शन फिल्म्स देखोगे, चलेगा?
अरे नहीं सर, रोज एक्शन फिल्म्स देखूंगा तो दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा ना एक टाइम के बाद।
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली। ठीक उसी तरह एक जैसा खाना खाने से हेल्थ नहीं बनती दोस्त। जो न्यूट्रिशन रोटी में है वो चावल में नहीं, जो चावल में है वो रोटी में नहीं। परवल के अलग गुण, भिंडी के अलग। अब बताओ क्या करें?
क्या करें सर?
डाइट मिलाओ, वर्सेटैलिटी, सब कुछ घुमा फिरा के, ताकि शरीर को मिले भरपूर पोषण। एकदम बैलेंस्ड डाइट।
ओके सर।
और सिर्फ खुद का ही नहीं, अपनी पूरी फैमिली में सबके न्यूट्रिशन का ख्याल तुम्हें भी रखना है।
मुझे भी?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं, तुम परिवार का हिस्सा नहीं हो?
राइट सर।
गुड, चलो लाइंस करते हैं।
नहीं नहीं सर, पहले मैं लंच करके आता हूँ।
ये हुई ना बात। जाओ। अब ये तो समझ गए, आप भी समझ ही गए होंगे कि सेहत के लिए सही पोषण के साथ नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज। सही खाएं, सही जिएं, क्योंकि सही पोषण देश रोशन।
Ready? 3, 2, 1, you.
And we all need a little more clarity on the details.
About life, people and events that truly matter.
Because sometimes news is more than mere information.
From credible news organizations, credible news, and from credible and award-winning journalists.
Because proper news can not only inform our lives but also change the way we look at it.
In-depth and straight to the point, because the truth deserves clarity.
We pursue events that are not only important to you but also useful for our life's perspective.
We are Hornbill TV.